It's real. After years of fake leaks, the long-awaited announcement of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 is finally here, moving us into a further timeline shaped by Akira Toriyama's direct involvement and look into how he envisioned the future of the world he created. Though this doesn't look to be a familiar history policing of the previous titles, so let's jump in and talk about this. The trailer introduces a dual protagonist dynamic that immediately raises questions about the narrative structure. Seeing both a male and female lead suggests we might be alternating between two distinct perspectives or parallel storylines. This actually reminded me a bit of Beat and Note from the Dragon Ball Heroes games. Our first look at the New West City introduces Brett, a friend to the player character, supporting a gi that clearly honors the Crane School style. This inclusion feels like a massive nod to the world building of Dragon Ball Online. In that timeline, the martial arts landscape evolved into major institutions ran by the Z-Fighters. Krillin had the new Turtle School, Tien had the new Crane School, and Goten and Trunks had the Kiko Kenjutsu Sword School. The appearance of West City University is another small detail, pulling a central location straight out of Dragon Ball Online lore, and dropping it into this brand new world. I'm theorizing that this new universe will integrate even more lore of Dragon Ball Online, and we'll see more of that as time goes on. The showcase continues with a Namekian who could either be Piccolo, who would still be alive, or the stay generic Namekian, and this section is a demonstration of the updated character creator. We're then hit with a rapid fire look at the world's diversity, a saying with a moving tail that reminds me of Kuwabara, a girl from the demon realm, and a guy driving by could be a typical Earthling, though I'm holding out hope that he represents a playable android race. I'm kind of reaching on that one, but I really want an android race. The next scene opens with a conference call featuring some familiar faces, Gamma 1 and Bulma. Now her presence is a bit of a head scratcher given the timeline. She shouldn't logically be around anymore. And it raises the question of whether we're looking at a consciousness transferred into a robotic body, maybe she made herself into an android, or perhaps a descendant carrying on the name of Bulma, similar to Goku Jr., Vegeta Jr., etc. When Brett pulls up his menu, there are some interesting icons to dissect, specifically a gear for settings and a blue crystal that looks suspiciously like a shard from the time chasm from Xenoverse 1. On the equipment screen, he filters through clothing, accessories, and a food icon before locking in on a Great Saiyaman preset. There's also a color wheel there, so hopefully everything is colorable. Now the logo itself is worth a closer look. The classic imagery of Shenron interlocking with the hourglass appears to be eroding or breaking away, replaced by a new energy within the golden frame. It makes me wonder about the status of the Time Patrol. We might start out as part of a local Saiyaman patrol before eventually being indoctrinated into a larger multiversal organization. Or they tear away from the Time Patrol altogether for a brand new story. We get another look at the player character joining in with Brett as Great Saiyaman 7 before the trailer breaks away and shows us what looks like might be the introduction to the game right after you make your character. This scene also reminds me of the paneling from when Goku first met Bulma. Now the Steam page confirms that there's extensive character customization and it's a core focus, which is a relief to see. Like I've said before, I don't think John 1000 has the most aura of all the Xenoverse CIC. Now we've already caught a glimpse of the avatar transforming and their hair actually spiking up, finally addressing the biggest request from the Xenoverse 2 community, and I'm really excited to see the new hairstyles given in this game. But the potential absence of the Time Patrol in this era is also a very fascinating idea. We all know Xenoverse to be tied to the Time Patrol, and since Cronoa and the Time Nest exists outside the flow of time to govern all history, this future should be theoretically recorded in those scrolls. However, after recently revisiting Xenoverse 2, I've been thinking about the mystery of Tokitoki's egg. We know that those eggs have the power to create an entirely new universe. My theory is that the world we're seeing in Xenoverse 3 isn't just a distant point in the Dragon Ball timeline, but this universe is created by that specific egg from 2. We should get more answers once the final chapter of Xenoverse 2's DLC drops, which we also got a first look at. Trunks delivers a heavy line in the intro about everything being on the verge of disappearing, seemingly due to Fu messing with Cronoa. She appears to be consumed by these supervillain crystals, which likely explains why all the enemies are pouring out of portals from different timelines to confront the heroes. We also get to see Toa and Mirror return after 10 years, probably pulled from a point in time just before the original game's finale. Fu seems to be tapping into that same dark power himself, foreshadowing our final confrontation with him. But one of the most striking shots show past events being swallowed by a massive black hole-like energy, signaling the potential collapse of all timelines. That destruction is interrupted by Ultra Instinct Goku, who appears to have a new form, possibly an ultra superhero state, likely triggered by him resisting the dark energy trying to take him over. Now, while there isn't much else shown for this DLC, I have a feeling that these events will bridge that gap to that next Dragon Ball era. It's possible this story ends with Tokitoki's egg finally hatching, giving us a direct look at the Xenoverse 3 universe, but either way, I'm excited. My head is spinning with theories, and it feels a bit bittersweet to see the Xenoverse 2 era closing out. Now I'm currently playing through everything I missed in Xenoverse 2 on the channel, so definitely check that out if you're new here and you want to hear more of my yapping. As always, I send this back to you guys. What are you guys thinking about Xenoverse 3? Where do you want to see the story go? And how are you feeling about the end of Xenoverse 2's journey? I've never been as hyped for a video game as I am today, and I cannot wait to finally get my hands on it in 2027. But that's all from me today. I hope you all have a wonderful week. I've been your local overanalyzer Art Tellings, and I hope you have yourself a damn good one. You're still sitting here. You know, I might just drop some extra voice lines in the end of these, just, you know, for you guys to sit around. Today's chest day. Yeah, go hit chest. New Dragon Ball game? You gotta go hit chest. Come on. Come on. Don't feel discouraged if you can't hit a plate. Don't feel discouraged if you can't hit 2 plates. Remember, most of the population probably can't hit that 145 plate on each side, so you're doing good. You're doing good. Go pound some pre-workout, go bring a buddy, go to the gym, and just hit chest. All right, that's it for now. I'll see you guys later. Take care.